guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a very exciting video. It is my top beauty products I can't live without. These are definitely my ride or die makeup products that I can't live without doing my makeup either for a more natural look every day or for a night out. These are just the products that I could not possibly live without and I just need to have them in my collection. I use them for nearly every single makeup look I do and they're just my absolute favourite products. So we might just jump straight into this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please subscribe down below and also let me know what videos you would like to see me do next. So if you'd like to see all my top beauty products I can't live without, then please keep watching. Okay, starting off with a product that has literally been with me for years and years and years, and I am talking about the MAC Fix Plus Spray. This is just probably one of my all-time favorite products ever. It's just so amazing. As you can tell, I've pretty much run out of this, so I need to get a new one, and I just love this spray. I use it for so many different things. I use it first of all as a hydrating mist for my skin. I do have drier skin, so this really helps to hydrate my skin before I apply my foundation and powder products. I also use this as a finishing spray and I find it just makes any powder products on the skin just melt in more and not look too powdery on the skin, and it also helps any highlighted areas just look a little bit more vibrant and intense. So I love to use it for that. And I also love to spray my brush with this when I'm using a eyeshadow, and it just gives it more of a foiled appearance. Just makes your eyeshadow look really beautiful and pigmented and it just looks amazing. So a lot of different uses for this product. It's definitely one of my top products I can't live without. Next up is the Too Faced Hangover Primer. This is definitely my #1 favourite primer. It's so incredibly hydrating and moisturising for the skin. It just makes my skin look so soft and beautiful, and it just really helps my foundation and concealer blend in really nicely on my skin. So I can definitely not do my makeup without this primer. Since I got this product, I have literally not stopped using it. I use it pretty much every time I do my makeup, and it is by Tatcha. This is the Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, and this is just the most beautiful setting spray. Like the name suggests, it gives you a really dewy look to your skin. Just makes your skin look so glowing and beautiful. I absolutely love this. So it is a bit more on the pricier side, but it's definitely worth it. It's one of my must-have products. My favourite foundation that I've gone back to recently, and I use it anytime I'm going out or I want a bit more coverage to my skin, is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is just such a beautiful foundation. It just gives a really beautiful dewy look to the skin. And it is more of a medium coverage, but you can build it up to how much coverage you want. I do have it on my skin today. I just find it covers any imperfections on my skin, any redness, any blemishes. It just covers them beautifully and it doesn't make them look more obvious, and it just pretty much makes my skin look amazing. So this is definitely my go-to favourite foundation when I'm wanting more of a higher coverage or for a nighttime wear. And then I also have to mention the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth foundation. This is just my favourite everyday natural wear foundation. Ever since I started using this, which I think would be about a year or two ago now, it's just, I can't believe how good it is for a drugstore foundation. It pretty much looks very similar to the Too Faced I'm wearing at the moment, and also the NARS Sheer Glow. I would say it's definitely a dupe for those, and it just is so beautiful on the skin. It is more of the dewy finish because I do have drier skin, and I just find it makes my skin look super glowing, super hydrated, and just really healthy as well. So I cannot live without this Maybelline foundation. This next product is the ultimate in concealers. It is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Since this product came out and I purchased it, I haven't looked back. It's been my concealer I go to on the regular. Just has the most amazing coverage. You do not need to use hardly any, and it just gives you flawless looking under eyes. It covers up any darkness. It makes your eyes look more awake. I do use a slightly lighter shade, and I just find it covers beautifully, and when I blend it out with my beauty blender, it just looks flawless on the skin. So cannot recommend this concealer by Tarte enough. The best pressed powder I've ever used is this one by NARS. It is their pressed powder. I use mine in the shade Beach, and as you can tell from the inside, I do love this powder. I definitely need to get a backup because I can't possibly run out of it and not have another one. It just looks so flawless on the skin. It doesn't look powdery. It just blends in beautifully, and it just has more of a natural look to it. It doesn't look too heavy on the skin. It doesn't give you that really cakey look, which I don't like at all. So my absolute favorite powder I have to have with me at all times. And if I'm going for a more full-on glam look and I want to do some baking, the Laura Mercier translucent powder, you cannot go past this one. It is incredible. I use it on a beauty blender and I bake underneath my eyes and down the center of the face where I apply concealer, and it just locks in that product. It's not going to move. I just find my makeup stays on all night when I use this product, and it's just amazing. It doesn't have any flashback either. It's not a really white powder. It's almost like a soft skin tone powder. It just looks so pretty on the skin. So definitely can't live without this Laura Mercier translucent powder. This next product, I just cannot imagine my life without it. It is so incredible. It is this cream bronzer by Chanel. It is the Chanel Soleil Tan Chanel cream bronzer. First of all, this packaging is just so luxurious. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. So this is the product here. I have used this so many times and I've still got so much left. I don't think I'm ever going to go through it for quite a while. It is just the most beautiful creamy bronzer. It's just such a nice warm tone. And if I'm doing more of a luminous glowing look to my skin, I will use this, and it just is so pretty. I can't describe it. It's the most amazing cream bronzer I've ever used, and pretty much during summer I will just apply this all over my face where the sun would hit, and it just looks so incredible. So if you have not tried this cream bronzer, I highly recommend it, and I can definitely not live without this. This next product has been with me since the very beginning when I started makeup about 6 years ago, and it's still one of my all-time favorite products. It is the MAC Give Me Sun Powder Bronzer, and I just cannot say enough good things about this bronzer. And I've nearly run out of that as well, so I need to get it back up. This is just the most incredible warm-toned bronzer. I have it on my skin today. And I don't know what it is, the colour is just amazing. It just makes my skin look so sun-kissed and bronzed and glowing and beautiful. I always get so many comments when I wear this bronzer, and I have tried quite a few more. There are some that come close, but this is always going to be my ride or die bronzer, I think. I just cannot get enough of it. It's the one I always go back to, and it's just so beautiful. It's a matte, but it's not a very heavy powder. It's a very lightweight, so you can definitely build up how much product you want to use, and it just blends into the skin so beautifully. So this MAC Give Me Sun bronzer, definitely a product that I absolutely love. This next product is another tried and tested product that I've had for such a long time, and just nothing quite compares to it. It is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. This is my favorite contour powder. This is just the one I always reach for when I'm doing contouring. I know it's always going to look good. It's such a beautiful color, and I just love the way it looks on my skin. I do have it on my cheeks, across my forehead, temples, and also down the sides of my nose, and I'm just so in love with it. I just find this is such a beautiful neutral toned contour color. It's not too warm and it's not too cool or grey looking, so I just find it looks so beautiful and natural on the skin. You can build up how dark you want it to be, or you can have it really nice and soft as well. So Benefit, this is just absolutely beautiful. I can definitely not live without this Hoola bronzer. Ever since I purchased this product a couple of months back, it literally stays with me all the time in my makeup bag when I go traveling, or if I need to touch up during the day. It's always in my purse with me, and I always reach for it. It's my absolute favorite blush, and it is this one here by Natasha Denona. First of all, I just love the look of this compact. It's so pretty with the pink glass on top. I think it just looks really beautiful. And so this one is the blush duo in the shade Peach, and this shade here is just my ultimate favorite blush color. I am wearing it on my cheeks today. It's just the most beautiful peach tone blush with a slight shimmer to it. I just find it gives the perfect flush of color to my cheeks. Makes my skin look really healthy and glowing with a bit of color, and I just literally cannot imagine doing my makeup without this blush because it's the one I always end up reaching for. It just complements all different makeup looks I'm using, and it's just so beautiful. Love this blush from Natasha Denona. One of my favorite new products I purchased about a month ago now, and literally I just always find myself using it in every single makeup look I do. It's become one of my absolute favorite products, and it is by Iconic London, and these are the Illuminator drops in the original shade. These are just full on glowing to the heavens highlighter drops. They're incredible. I am wearing them today. underneath a powder highlighter, and I just am so in love with these. The colour is just so beautiful. It's like a light gold, soft pinky champagne tone. It's just so pretty. I think it complements so many different skin tones, and I just cannot get enough of this. I use it, as I said, in nearly every single makeup look I do, and I can't imagine myself stopping anytime soon. This is definitely one of my top beauty products I can't live without. Now, powder highlighters for me are definitely one of my favourite makeup products. I pretty much collect them. I have so many different powder highlighters, so I thought it would be really hard to choose my absolute favourite, but it wasn't. It's the powder highlight I pretty much do use on an everyday basis. When I'm not filming videos and trying out new products, this is my go-to powder highlighter, and it is by Becca, and this is the Shimmering Skin Perfector in the colour Champagne Pop. This was the collaboration with Jaclyn Hill, and I literally believe that this is the best highlighter of all time. It's incredible. Not only is it super pretty, I just find it complements all different skin tones. I can wear this when I'm more pale or when I have a tan, and just makes my skin look amazing. I just find it's the perfect shade of a light gold champagne, and it's just so pretty. I know when Jaclyn designed this, she did say that she tested it out on so many different skin tones and made sure it suited everyone, and it definitely does. It's literally one of the only highlighters that I can wear when I'm both pale and tanned. So this one pretty much stays in my makeup bag at all times. I don't switch it out because I know I'm always going to go back to this. It's just the ultimate in highlighters for me. I definitely cannot live without this. This next product is an absolute lifesaver. Pretty much my brows always look amazing when I use this product. And I do switch between a few things, but this one is just always the one I go back to. I just find it makes my brows look the best. Just the colour pigmentation is amazing. The way it applies is incredible, and I just love it so much. It is by Tarte, and this is the Amazonian Clay Waterproof Brow Mousse, and it's just, I can't say enough good things about this. It's just the most amazing brow mousse that I've tried. This is the shade here, and I have to say this is one of the few colours that actually suit my brows. With a lot of other brow products, I find they're either too warm for me or they're too dark, and they just don't look very natural. But this one I just find blends into my brow hairs so beautifully. It matches my hair really nicely. I am wearing it today, and I just love the way my brows look when I use this. So it's definitely a product I cannot live without. Being waterproof, it stays on all day, it doesn't smudge, and I just love it so much. Now, when I'm wanting more natural brows, I definitely cannot go past the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. Once again, this is in the colour dark brown, and this matches my brows really well. I have tried the brunette and the ebony shades, and they were too warm and too dark for me, but this one matches me perfectly. And this is just the most amazing brow pencil to use when you want really natural looking fluffy brows. This is just beautiful. I love it. I love that it has the wind up crayon on one end, which is really thin, so you can draw feathery like brow hairs really easily with this. And then the other side has the brow comb, so it just makes it really easy to comb through your brows at the same time. This one pretty much comes with me everywhere because I can always touch up my brows with this, and it's just one of my all-time favourite products. So the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wizzers, I know that they are a best-selling product for very good reason, because they are very good. When looking for what eyeshadows I cannot live without, it was really hard to go past these, and I was quite surprised that this ended up being my favourite, but I pretty much couldn't choose anything else, and it is the Morphe eyeshadows. Pretty much these are the most affordable, great quality eyeshadows on the market in my opinion. They are just amazing. I've got here the 35O palette, and oh my god, it is just everything in an eyeshadow palette that you would ever need. These are the colours. This palette I just use to death. You can see it looks like I've barely even touched it, but I use this palette so often. I have used it on my eyes today, and it's just so incredible. These eyeshadows are so pigmented for a drugstore brand, and it's just crazy that these are so cheap. This palette I believe is about $23 for all these eyeshadows. Like, that is insane. Oh, it's just incredible, and I'm a makeup artist, so I have a few of these palettes. I just received in the mail the new smaller square palettes. I think it's the 25B palettes. It's the Bronzed Mocha and the Copper Spice. I haven't tried them out yet, but I can already tell that they're going to be some of my favourite eyeshadows as well. They are just such great value, and the pigmentation is amazing. They're so creamy, they're so easy to blend. I cannot say enough good things about these Morphe eyeshadows. They are definitely the eyeshadows I can't live without. I just had to show you some swatches so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Like, the shimmer shades are pretty much like foiled eyeshadows, and the matte shades are so pigmented and so creamy. Oh my god, there's pretty much no fallout when I use these eyeshadows. They don't dust up either. When you dip your brush in, they don't kind of go everywhere and go really powdery. So I really love that about these, and I just love these eyeshadows. They're definitely my favourite eyeshadows at the moment. Now when it comes to winged eyeliner, everyone knows it's pretty much the hardest thing to master with makeup. No matter how good you are at it, you can always have your off days. But this product pretty much saves my life when it comes to wing liner. It just guarantees that my wing liner is always going to work every time because it's just such an amazing product. It is the Kat Von D Tattoo Eyeliner, and this was in the limited edition packaging. This is the colour Trooper, which is the black one, and it's just the most amazing felt tip eyeliner I've ever used. I used to always like gel eyeliners more because they just had more pigment to them. They were a lot more black and darker on the eyes than felt eyeliners I'd used before, but once I got this one and tried it out, I was absolutely amazed at how dark and pigmented it was. It dries super quickly, so I don't get any issues with the eyeliner transferring up into my eyelids, which I have had previously using other products. This one, I just pretty much rave about it every single time I use it. I just go, oh my god, yes, this is the best eyeliner. It's so amazing. I used it to do my winged eyeliner today. I just love at how thin and precise that eyeliner tip is. You cannot fail when you are doing a wing out to the side. I know using a brush, sometimes you go to do it and it's too thick or it's not straight or anything. This is just literally one little flick and it's the most thin line ever, and then you can build it up to how thick you want it. I just find I cannot fail at eyeliner when I use this, so it's definitely a product that I cannot live without. I've said this in videos before that Maybelline is my favourite brand of mascaras. Their mascaras are just incredible. Nothing else comes close to them in my opinion. And when they released this one here, this is the Colossal Big Shot Volume Mascara, my life was made. It was just the most incredible mascara I'd ever used. Definitely my number one. I cannot live without this mascara. It's just so amazing. I just love the brush that it has. It's more of a medium size. It's not too thin, it's not too thick. I just find it coats your lashes really nicely. It doesn't get flaky, it doesn't smudge, which is really important for me. I have quite long lower lashes and I find a lot of mascaras will tend to smudge down there. This one does not do that, and it's just so amazing. My lashes just look so much longer, they look thicker, they look curled. They just look incredible. So this is definitely the mascara that I cannot live without. Now for eyelashes, there has been one brand that I have just been loving for such a long time, and I always find myself going back to these lashes when I can't decide what look I'm going to do. These lashes look amazing with everything. The ones I'm wearing today are the Samantha style lashes, and I'm talking about the lashes by Huda Beauty. These are the Samantha number 7s, and these are just my favourite all-time lashes. Like, they just look incredible. They're really nice and wispy, but they're not too long. They give a nice amount of thickness, but once again, not too thick that it covers up all your eyeshadow and you can't see what's on your eyes. I do have that problem having slightly more hooded eyes. If I wear really, really thick lashes, you pretty much can't see anything on my eyelids. So I find these ones are the perfect balance. The band is really flexible and easy to work with, and I just find that these lashes just stick on really, really well. Like, they just never seem to come off. I've had other lashes that the little corners will flick up. These ones, I've never had an issue with that. So the bands are really, really easy to use. They're not too thick either, so they feel really lightweight on my eyes. And the other style I love are the Giselle number 1s. These are my go-to lashes for very, very natural eye makeup looks. If I just want to do a tiny little bit of eyeshadow or just a wing liner and some lashes, these ones are super, super pretty. So Huda Beauty lashes I can definitely not live without, and Huda Beauty are definitely my number 1 lashes. And lastly, for lips, liquid lipsticks. Since they first came on the scene, I just haven't looked back to regular lipsticks or anything like that. They are just so amazing. They just stay on your lips all day long. They're really comfortable to wear. They're so long wearing. They pretty much do not move off your lips when you're eating or drinking. That's what I love about them. And my favourite liquid lipstick brand is Huda Beauty. These are the Liquid Matte Liquid Lipsticks. I'm wearing this colour on my lips today. It is called Venus, and this is just my go-to lip colour. It's a beautiful nude. It's like a soft pinky brown shade, and it just complements so many different looks that I do. It's just my absolute favourite colour. I do have a few more shades in these because this is my favourite formula of liquid lipsticks at the moment. It has a really interesting smell. It smells almost like, lollies, but it also smells like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's really, really nice. And this formula is super creamy. It just goes on my lips with ease. I don't have any issues with it running outside of my lip line. It dries really quick and it feels super comfortable. It's not sticky. Pretty much feels like I've got nothing on my lips, which is really, really good with a liquid lipstick. You don't want your lips to be cracked or dry or feel really uncomfortable. So this is definitely my number one for liquid lipsticks, and they are my favorite lip products that I definitely cannot live without. So those were all of my top beauty products that I can't live without. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I have lots more videos coming for you guys very soon. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.